All right, I just want to do a video here. I'm not sure how long this is going to be, but I want to do a video here for 7 days as I've been watching a lot of videos, shorts, and regular videos on YouTube as I've gotten back into playing 7 days. And I've noticed kind of an interesting trend where the videos are showing you how to do base builds, and I'm in, if you will, an AFK base based off of a couple other designs that I've seen that I built. But when I built this, I realized a couple problems, and I'll link the one short in particular I'd seen. Now, these videos are from months ago when the game got its 1.0 release, so some are like 4 months, some are 11 months, you know, going pretty far back. But I noticed a lot of people are using God mode and creative to build these bases, and they're not really talking about in these videos practical uses of the base. What do I mean by that? They're making a base. It technically works, but if you can't fly, you can't get into it. And I'll give you an example for this base. Is that you can see I have a door here. In the build that I saw in the video, there was no way to get in here. There was the door back here, and then this was just like a drop off. There was no way in. Now, I've put some hay bales here so I can drop without a problem. Spikes, I haven't tested this base yet. Like with a Hoard Night, I've tested it with a few zombies, having to randomly let them spawn in, but and I'm going to do my 7 days, my next 7 days come up. You see we're on day 21, so the night's coming up soon. So I'm hopeful that I'll get an opportunity to test this out, and I'll loop that in here, and there will be a cut to get to that. But the spikes are something I'm kind of playing with. That might be a problem when I want to grab loot bags, but looks like that one's broken too. So let's go ahead and repair that. I don't know how many are broken. Somebody did walk through here, so I know it does work. I just don't know if it's going to be able to keep up with the Hoard Nights. Anyway, so I took a couple different design implements. There's kind of this fin here, which is the steps. Maybe it's too tall. I don't know. It seemed to work pretty good. It should slow them down. I'm thinking about changing this design for steps as I get into later on, maybe some different builds. But anyway, you can see you step up here, and then there's the same 0.5, you know, bars. There's the bars turned sideways, and then the slope up here. This design has been shown multiple times, but what I saw wasn't creative, and the guy would just kind of like fly around. And it's like, but if you're playing the game normally, you can't fly around. Are content creators these days just making videos using creative mode and just putting out like that's the game? Because if that's the case, that's so bad. This one, the way I do it, if I don't embarrass myself here, you should be able to just run and jump to these, and I put these railings on for extra security just to get in here, and then I can jump over here, and then the door obviously opens. I did put a ladder up to get to the top, and there are these spikes up here for when the birds come in. This, ouch, as I stick myself there. This also works as a great vantage point if you want to snipe around, you know, on normal days, because they're still going to have to come up here. Even standing up here, when the stray zombies would come through, they would walk up the steps and get just knocked down by Sledjo there, by Punchy. This, so far for 1 or 2, has worked really well. I'm hoping to be able to keep up, but essentially that's the base. I can't build railing here because of the ladder, and I'm not sure why I can't build here. It just wouldn't let me. Same with this side, but that's fine. It does allow for kind of a quick escape in case, you know, fit hits the shan. So anyway, closing the door, you can see we get a little bit hidden here. It is daytime, so it's not too great, but it does hide you a little bit. Obviously, Hoard Night, they're going to find you. No matter what you do, they're going to find you. Now, the bars, you can shoot through the bars without hitting them, and that works. So the goal is going to be like a lot of these builds you may have seen, where we're going to be shooting through the bars to get to the target. And it does, with shotgun, it does not hit the bars. These bars are still, you know, good. They're not taking any damage. You know, really good there. So, I use cobblestone, cheap build early on. I come across materials to get cobblestone pretty much right away, but I spend a lot of time autistic mining because that's how I play these games. So there's that. Right now, my world's been mainly dead. I do have my settings set a little more chill. I'm not really into this game to be just punished. I want to enjoy it for what it is. You know, for what I can get out of it anyway. But yeah. So you can see my house over there. I've taken over house. I usually take over cabins and then fortify them. That one's got the concrete fence around, and it's got the windows are done up on both sides, like inside, outside. And the top is mainly untouched because I have my stuff set up in there. So that's where it's at for right now. I'll probably cover that in a different video. It's not so functional, more as just art, if you will. Like it'll stop light attacks. But I would not be there during a Hoard Night. They would tear through that so quick. Even with the settings tuned up the way I have them, they would tear that up very, very fast. So anyway, that's the basic setup of this. Since I'm not using creative, I'm not going to spawn anything in. What I'll probably do is do a jump cut to a Hoard Night, and you guys will see what's going on there, and then I can get everything put together at that point. So, but yeah, that's the basic build. You can see it's just, you know, basic stairs, real simple amount of materials. You could probably make that fin out of wood if you were short on supplies, and just make this top section there out of cobblestone. That way you're not wasting too much. I can put another punchy here. I just haven't built them. They take like 6 minutes each to build, and I needed bullets instead of these. One was doing pretty good. You know, adding a secondary might help by, you know, bouncing them in there. But we'll have to see. Again, one did good to knocking one down, and the guy got caught down there. My only concern with the spikes at the bottom is that the loot bags are going to get stuck there. So I'll have to break down the spikes to get to the loot bags. But my thinking is that this will be added in to slow them, to stop them, because they'll get hit a lot, and then it makes shooting them easier. Also, I did put barbed wire in there to slow them down as they loop back around out of the spikes. That should give them additional damage, slow them down, and stem the flow a little bit of them coming into the base here, is what that should do. So hopefully this all works. Again, I hadn't tested. This video will be the first test I've done at this base, instead of just a creative mode where they're spawning in a horde, and it's in creative mode, right? So don't really trust that it's showing an accurate representation of anything. I wish more content creators would do non-creative, non-god mode runs showing that this works, because I think they're missing something, in my opinion anyway. I've seen a couple of good videos where people are actually doing it. They're longer play videos, and they're doing the build and everything and getting it together. So yeah, so let's see if we can get to Hoard Night and see how it does. All right, so I'm not quite at night yet, but I did get lucky enough to have kind of a mini parade appear here. So let me get back into this, and we're going to lead them up here. And we'll give it a little mini test before we really get everything going. So it looks like they are pathing pretty good. They always go off to one of the sides and then loop through, but that's why we have the step set up. So what I'm going to do is jump into the base here. Ooh, not too far. And they should, yep, there they are funneling in. We'll let them come on up. And then Punchy's going to do a little bit of the work there. But obviously I'll try to pop them in the head before they even get up there, right? Now, Hoard Night, they're going to move a little bit quicker. I have running off, but they still move pretty quickly. So there we go. You got one falling right in the spikes. Perfect. Let's let Punchy do his thing here. Perfect. You got one more, anybody? Nice. So they'll fall onto the spikes, and then it should slow him down. Where's he going? Looks like they're... Okay, he died. Get a little loot bag there. And he is... Okay, and he still died. So it looks like he... Nope, he's still alive. Alright, that took care of him. So let's see how much damage it did to the spikes. Not too bad. I would expect a lot worse. The only problem I have is this right here is, yeah, getting to the bag. Oh, the loot bags may be a problem. I'll have to go through, destroy these, and then rebuild them is what I'll have to do. Because I was worried, like, how am I going to get to them? This is not giving me the usual angles to grab these. So I'm not sure, you know, how effective that's going to be. These spikes may not even be needed in this center row either, so I can probably remove these. Mainly it's to keep them off from trying to get in here. So I'll probably destroy these for Hoard Night so I can get loot in there. Maybe these two, I don't know. Because I like when they fall in there. And then they just jump in. My range is not good on the Punchy there, so. But, yeah, nice little mini test. Next jump to will be the Hoard Night. We'll see how that goes. So. All right, it is 21:57 in game, so a few minutes until the 2200 mark for the Hoard Night. We'll see how this base does. I did make a couple of additions. I added another Punchy here, but they only appear to work one at a time. I think that's skill related. I'm not sure. I am level 68 right now. I can show you that here under my character sheet. Level 68. Oh, it's time. I added the barbed wire here to kind of slow him down a little bit. We'll see how it works. I have not dumped as many skills as I should have into fighting or into firearms, so. hoping they're not stuck behind the base. But we'll see. I might need to consider putting platformer on the bottom there to keep them in line. Oh, he's right around the edge. I think it's 150 zombies total. That end up spawning in when all is said and done. So we'll see how it goes. So far, it looks like they're getting stuck behind. My trees are popping, and I did plant some trees. As you can see, I can get really close in between those bars without damaging them. I heard a bag drop. Don't know where it dropped. Lumberjack there. These guys are a little more tough. As you can see, they're getting slowed down pretty good there. Now I'll have to destroy those the next morning so I can get back in here and do repairs and everything else. But it seems to be working pretty good so far. We got a cop spitting. That could be a problem. Oh yeah, he is just tearing it up. We'll see if we can hang off to the side here. See if I can pick him off down there too. Does give us a chance to really get some shots in on him down there. So we still got a long ways to go because Hoard Night doesn't end until 4. I mean, I'm taking the body shots. We want headshots if we can get them. Let's do a check here. Everything looks good still. That one's trying to run. Those barriers are going to run out after a while, though. Once they've taken enough damage, they'll be done. I like how they're getting stuck in here, though. That should cause bleed, and I think it can kill them. And again, I did hear a bag. Oh, God, he went. Okay, that's some of the spikes gone now. Oh, new customer here. Oh. Doesn't even look like that's doing any damage. Now, I have my block damage up pretty high, just to let you guys know. I don't believe... I have some differences in opinion with how the game is designed. And I know that they have to dumb some things down to make it, you know, playable, but I don't believe that the zombie should be able to destroy cobblestone or concrete walls that fast. I think that the wood being weak is completely acceptable, but... Oops, I missed that one. But I don't think that the cobblestone should break so easily. Alright, we got another one here. Oop. I am not the best marksman either, so... So that goes right through the bars, which is great. Which, it appears I'm kind of armored from getting hurt by that in here. Yeah, it goes right through. Hopefully that holds. He has, like, the best pathing, that zombie type. Just consistently has been able to make it up here. Okay, he's coming up next. We haven't had to use either of the punchies. My trees are doing wonderfully. Now, this one could be a problem. Now, we haven't seen any of the dire wolves yet. The zombie dire wolves, I think that's what they are. That could be a problem. We'll see how that pans out here. Oops. Cop down there. That'll be more of the spikes gone. The cops blowing up are just gonna take out our defenses down there. Got that one, though. It's a little chunk of XP in there. It's kind of a waste, but... Ah! I did load up on ammo before going in here, though, so... Heard another bag drop. Hopefully I can get those bags. I don't want them to despawn before I can get to them. I don't think they will, though. I think the bags are... Nice. Yeah, I do need to get some more levels into a bunch of other skills. I always do looting, scavenging, and the scrapping skills is what I put stuff into. It's just how I play. It kind of screws me here on these. Oh, it's going to go over. Oh, boom, he fell. Yeah, I might do more barbed wire and a bigger flank because they're getting stuck in those. Oops. Too low. So far, so good. She might make it through that. Nope. She ain't going nowhere. Got more customers coming up the stairs there, guys. Cool. Bodies have despawned. Headshot. Oh, I'm still hidden too. I mean, it doesn't really matter on Hoard Night because they'll see you no matter what you do. As far as I understand, there's no hiding. They will just know where you're at. Keep an eye on condition. The ladies are all short. Oops. Right in the neck. Yeah, we've definitely lost some of those barriers there. They lasted for a little while. Let's open the pistol for a little bit here. Really just kind of a waiting game, waiting for him to climb up there. Does let you kind of rest a bit. Granted, this ain't an AFK base. That ain't a thing. She dropped another bag, I think. Are we losing bags? Please tell me we're not losing bags. I want to get a silencer for this as well, but I haven't done that yet. Alright. Keep going, keep going. So they're kicking the bag. I have plans to move into the desert. That didn't hurt us too bad. Yeah, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be for those. Oh, he's running now. Oh, he blew up. So the stairs took some damage, but the cobblestone should be able to handle most of what it's going to throw at us. Again, we still haven't seen any of those dire wolves. We still have a lot of time in. Did he break through my wall? No. Another barrier is down. And I am not running out there to repair that. I probably could. I'd probably be absolutely fine to go like run and grab the loot and stuff, but I don't want to mess with that. Especially since I haven't seen the wolf yet. I'm curious to how that's going to work. Because I've had a hell of a time with those the giant zombie wolves. We haven't seen any glowing guys yet either. I thought it was leveled up enough to see glowing enemies. I have seen a few in quests I was doing for the trader, but... So far, this worked pretty good, though. I'm happy with it so far. We'll see how it does. See if it makes it through the night. And just soak up all the XP. Good night. Boom. Go, that's a cop down. Bags are still good. So one dropped over in the corner. I can't see it. I don't know who died, but one of them went down. I'm considering closing the roof off. The only reason I have it open is most of the builds had talked about leaving it open so you could fight the birds off. Alright, let's eat something here real quick. That one last barrier is doing just so much work right now. They're getting harder. I see a military guy down there. So good. I think the night, it doesn't end, but I think the music goes away if you kill the 150. I think is what happens. There's a bird. First bird. So I don't know what they're doing. It's almost like they're getting stuck, and then the pathing is like telling them like, hey, you belong over here. Oops. They're just immediately spawning in, too. I'm going through a lot more rifle ammo than I thought I was going to. That's even accounting for me being a horrible shot. Oh! That would have been great. Oh. I'm so bad at this. Yeah, the video I watched, I believe the one I watched for this where I got the instructions for how to build was saying this was you could even pick up the loot from out here. Yeah, I don't think so. I'm not getting the loot up here. I think a lot of these creator vids are on autopilot these days because, yeah, I'm not seeing the bases being accessible without being in creative mode unless you modify it like I did here. Is it too far out? Oh, come on. Okay, punchy. There you go. That's the first one that's got through, but the barriers are now gone. So... another bag. Yay, I think it's 4 we've got total. And yeah, some more they're yellow. We're not in a high area or anything. I'm just doing this here to test the base out, and I'm getting some more skills in before I move anywhere. Desert is where I'm going to end up. Desert seems like it's just a great place. There seems to be more wildlife out there. Yucca fruit is plentiful. Obviously, I can grow it. I have a garden behind all those trees, but... I don't know. I like the desert better. This area is a good starting point, but... okay, the enemies have slowed. Don't know what's going on. See the last one? There's no way. I was like, yeah, there's no way. Oops. Pretty sure that should have made it. I think it's a distance issue. There we go. He's not dead, though. Where's the harder enemies? Because usually at this point, that's when harder stuff starts spawning in. Let's drink some tea here. Oh, come on. There should be some dogs running up. The wolves, the dire wolves, the zombie dire... I think they're zombie dire wolves. They move up quite fast. I have running off. I don't think the undead should be able to run. I'm not playing 28 weeks later here, you know? I keep worrying that something's going to get in my fence. But I think we're spawned off. We're set well enough here that they're spawning in correctly. No more cops are showing up, though. It's almost like it doesn't want me milking that XP. Okay, 1 a.m. 3 more in-game hours. I do have the days set longer. So there are some trades to the way I play. The days and nights, the day-night cycle's longer. The walls are stronger. Zombies still do about normal damage, though, to me. I don't have any of that set off. Boom, right in the head. Whoops. We haven't had to use the shotgun yet. Oh, I do have a hole in my wall. They are tearing up my wall. It's taken them a bit, but they did tear up that one side. So, hopefully my water collectors aren't damaged. Because that's what I have back there. Yeah, they've torn a couple of holes in the wall. Nope, just the one. That explains why everything's slowed down. They're in my base. So yeah, if you're going to build one of these... obviously this was a test. I wanted it close to home. If I was in the desert, this would be in the middle of nowhere away from everything. I think there's a dog in there, too. That's what it looks like. Punchy! Punchy! She made it through. She's short, that's why. Alright, yeah. If they break that wall down, I don't care. I can rebuild that. Oddly enough, the birds are completely ignoring the roof. I mean, completely. I was expecting them to be attacking the roof a lot more. Everybody made it out to be this big thing. Is it gonna hit her? Nice. Part of me thinks I should put a ramp on that side so that they can just hop in. But I think what I'll do is if this works, I'll rebuild this base out in the forest away from everything. Or this Hoard Night base. Repair our weapons very soon. I'm gonna hit him. Oh, back right there. I can't get it. All right, what do we got? They're getting through now. All right, which is fine. One kind of fell back. He was in there, and now he's not. Here they come spawning through. Yeah, the ladies are just, some of them are too short. Come the runners. Knock that bag right off. We're going to have a lot of loot to collect. I was getting, when I did the last 7th day back, I was getting dogs non-stop. Now we're not getting dogs. Like, what is happening? Okay, we're going to take a quick reprieve here to repair our guns. They are running out. I do have armor-piercing rounds, just not many, so I didn't bring any for this this night. So... lots of bags, no dogs yet. Good night. We've lost quite a bit of spikes, but that's not really surprising, right? They're falling on them, so... Nice. Take a seat, ma'am. God, flying too. 206. Only 2 more in-game hours to go. Should be good. And I think that building this out further in the middle of nowhere and having that platform extend out further, I could put in more of the barbed wire on the cross section, and that would definitely be better, you know, to slow them down as they're coming forward and give me some more time, because it did a really good job of slowing them. Nice, got it. Did she drop a bag? Nope, somebody dropped a bag. I could hear it. They're all kind of clustered in. So we got 5 there. I think there's 6 total. Once they're all dead and that 4 o'clock time hits, I'm going to go loot all that and enjoy all my treasures. But okay, they're coming from behind now. That's right. They kind of change directions, don't they? The horde just kind of... And so they're having to walk through the back. So far, so good, though. Cool, she dead. Spikes were pretty effective. I'm happy with those. They did exactly what I wanted to do. Exactly what I wanted them to do. But so far, nothing's broken. Minimal damage to the bars. A lot of this is just from the cop spitting on the wall. But that's it. A lot of this is really good. The bar's taking a little bit of damage down there, but not anything awful. They're still dying in the spikes behind me, too. So, yeah, I'm fairly pleased with the results. So far. We'll see if it makes it through the entire night. It should. I mean, regardless of how content creators are making these, they have to be somewhat effective because they are having zombies run through. My issue was getting up here. A lot of the videos weren't showing how to get into these. Like, put a door in the back, and it's like, okay, but you can't use a ladder because the undead will climb up here. So how are you getting up here? Are they fighting each other? What is happening? This video would just be ruined if they were knocking out the pillar below me and that just, and you know, I think I'm losing bags. Yeah, the bags are despawning though. That's the problem I was worried about, was like, I don't want to lose all my loot. They might have kicked it too though. I can't see from here. I'd like to have turrets up here. They're stuck on something. I don't know what. That's a cop spitting on something. No, I don't want to leave here yet. I'm wondering if he's spitting at the bottom. Yeah, they're trying to get under, so. Nice. Yeah, the pathing is having some issues. I don't know what. Let's see what he does. They should be falling. There we go. Where did he come from? Are they up top? No way. No, that's not impossible. Now, he's punching at the wall, but I don't know why. So, almost to 3 a.m. Yeah, it's like without the spikes, they're getting stuck. Another bag, very nice. We still have our bags down there. Come on, guys, bring it on. I swear it looked like one made it up here and got punched by that, but he may have just gotten in front and I didn't notice. They appear to be getting stuck, though. I just don't know what, on what, or how. Another one down. Kill tourist zombies completed. Well, we're getting that done. I do want to knock those off the list and have it complete in just one playthrough. I've never been able to do that. I'm definitely getting shots in for it. I just don't know what they're hitting under. I can hear it. Like, something is down there for sure. Just beating the tar out of the bottom. Yeah, they've knocked some blocks out. I wouldn't want to stand here for the entirety of the night, but... Don't know what I got, but we're going to collect it and we'll, just mop them up, you know? Yeah, I might put a foot down at the bottom to direct them around because they're getting stuck on that wall. And I think I'd make this pole longer. Are my bags disappearing? Hopefully not. Yeah, we'll have to repair that bottom. But again, it's cobblestone, so it's cheap, you know? And that thing is just not working. I don't know what its deal is. $28, it's still holding. Let's see if we can lure him in here. Yeah, it's like the enemy AI knows now what is going on. 'Cause here they come. We'll take account of how many blocks we've lost soon here. So I would say that the barbed wire is necessary because it kind of guides them to you. Otherwise, they just kind of get stuck punching the wall. I wonder if it's because the pathing tries to avoid obstacles. I'm not worried about one. If a dog were to show up, I would definitely get out of here. Yeah, they're getting stuck on that wall. Oh, God! How did I... Oh, that's going to be a problem. I think I sprained my arm is what that is. Let's see. Sprained a leg, yeah. It's because I wasn't paying attention. Alright, 10 more in-game minutes. And we're clear. That's if they don't tear the tower down. But I think I know how to counteract that even at this point. Just heard another brick break, another block. But yeah, I've got some ideas too to improve this. Adding some turrets in would probably be good at some point. There we go, cleared the night. Base is still standing. Survive one blood moon. I've already survived the blood moon. I think it was the secondary challenges, though, is what it is. All right. So I'm pretty happy with how this came out. I do see some changes that I need to make. We're going to jump off the back to go collect our loot. So they got through 4 blocks. Not exactly what I would want, but we did survive. Wasn't too bad. Okay, so that dropped back here. Not bad at all. Grab all these. We'll assess the damage here. So they got a couple of blocks. I can probably repair some of this. Yep. So for whatever reason, it looks like back here, they got stuck. Once these were gone, they just got stuck back there. I think making those out of steel would be good. Definitely add some structural integrity to them for the night, so that when there's more coming through, we can survive that. But I'm pretty happy with it. I'm repairing these. They took some damage. They did knock out, looks like 5 of the blocks. 3, 4. Yeah, so 5 of the blocks are gone. But the base was still strong enough that it survived. Not would have survived. It did survive. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. They were working on this one. Don't know how they were getting to it, considering it was up there, but not bad. No dogs showed up or anything. So I need to make some more forged iron for now, because that's what I've got. I don't know, I'm still carrying forged iron on me. I must have got some in a loot thing. But yeah, repair these. Get some more spikes in. The spikes did exceptionally well. I would definitely leave a little 1x1 channel in here to move through. Let me check for other bags, make sure we're not missing other loot. And yeah, I think that's it. And I think that's going to be the video, guys. It did better than I was expecting it to do. Did they damage any of this? They were punching at these. Yeah, there's spots where they got stuck. So I'm wondering, oh, I know how to fix that. All right. I saw another video where somebody used the guardrail block. It's like a half wedge of some sort. And for whatever reason, they don't attack or jump that. So I think if I put that half wedge around the bottom, I wouldn't even need the spikes as close, and they won't punch it. So I'll test that another time, and we'll maybe do another video with the upgraded base and less lag time. They get to the stairs. It looked like something punched the stairs. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Came out fairly well. We got our loot. We only got a sprained ankle there because I was not paying attention. But yeah, not bad. So yeah, let's see what happened to our house real quick. What do we got? What do we got? Looks like it took us about a half hour to get through that. So it's going to be a longer video than I was expecting. Our water purifiers are still okay. Looks like they just spawned in here. So I'll probably move this base someplace way out. Everything else in here looks good though. Since they weren't spawning back here, it doesn't look like any of my house got touched. They just got stuck behind the gate because it was within spawn range on that corner. And they just knocked their way through. So I'll have to repair that. But all in all, not bad. They got the one. Yeah, we're out of concrete. I have some upstairs. But yeah, not bad. I'll harvest all this wood so I can make more spikes as my trees are growing. I'm going to give them a little more time to grow. But yeah. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Improvements you would make, changes you would make. I'm definitely going to shore up the bottom of the system, those ramps. Putting them side by side to kind of get everything built in, because that is kind of an exploit to stop them from getting in. And definitely spike it back up, leave the gap in, and see if it improves. Maybe make this a little bit longer with a few more of the barbed wire sections in here to stop them from coming through. But yeah, all in all, I'm happy. I'm also going to fill this in since they never made it up here. I'm going to fill this in so they can't get through. I'm still not sure if that one spawned up there or not. I'm still confused about that. But yeah, let me know what you think, guys. And thanks for watching the video. Like, share, subscribe. That's what they say, right? All right. Well, that should do it for now, guys.